Hi guys! So, welcome to the second part of chapter 7, which in your textbook will be in chapter 11. Okay, so what we're going to learn in this particular chapter will basically on the pricing strategies, okay, and also some other considerations. So let's look at the learning objectives. So there are 5 here in objective. The first one to describe the major strategies for pricing new products. Explain how companies will find a set of prices that maximizes the profits from the total product mix. And then we're going to also discuss how companies adjust their prices to take into account different types of customers and situations. Number 4, to discuss the key issues related to initiating and responding to price changes. And lastly, the overview of the social and legal issues that affect pricing decision. So let's first look at the first learning objective. Now, what was it again? To describe major strategies, okay, for pricing new product. Now, the first strategy that you can do is market skimming pricing strategy, which market skimming sets high initial prices to skim, okay, the revenue layers from the market. Product will have typically higher prices when they first launch. Alright, so the quality and image must support the price, and buyers must want the product at that particular price. That's why you can see a lot of products like smartphones, right? When they first launch, the price of that particular phone will be very expensive. Okay, they will set higher prices. Okay, high prices to skim the revenue, right? And of course, when you set that high price, you must make sure that the product has something that customers value, okay, that they are willing to spend that much to acquire that particular product. Second strategy is market penetration pricing, which involves setting a low price for new product in order to attract a large number of buyers and a large market share. Basically, when they first launch the product, they will put it at lower prices. Typically, they use the term introductory prices, so it will be cheaper. So after a certain period of time, then they will decide that it will be more expensive. Or when the demand has stabilized, all right, then the price start to go up a bit. Okay, typically these market penetration pricings are being set to new convenience products, all right, things that people normally wanted to buy. So they will encourage people try first, so at the introductory prices, so that they can actually get a lot of people to buy, okay, attract a large number of buyers and also get a larger market share. Next, second learning objective, which is to explain how company will find a set of prices that will maximize the profit from the total product mix. Now, there are 5 product mix pricing strategies that we're going to learn here. First one is product line pricing, optional product pricing, captive product pricing, by product pricing, and also product bundle pricing. When you talk about product line and also optional product pricing, okay, optional product pricing. Now, product line pricing takes into account the cost of different products between the line itself. Okay, so customer will start to do evaluation of their features and also the competitors' prices. For example, when you talk about different product line, it's like Colgate. Yeah, you know Colgate, right? It's the toothpaste. There are also toothbrush. Let's say you talk about toothpaste itself. You have Colgate. There are many types of Colgate, right? So each and every type of Colgate, the toothpaste, yeah, has different prices. Okay, different prices. Some have same prices across the variation. Some will be different price for different variation. Okay, so typically you will see that because now they have Colgate total 24 hours protection, right? And then you have the normal Colgate one, right? That one will be different flavors and so on. So some of them are set at same prices across whole flavors, while some others are different. Okay, so that is when you need to set whether you want to put each and every item in that particular product line at different prices, or all the prices for all the items in that product line are similar or the same. Okay. Next is the optional product pricing, which takes into account optional or accessory products along with the main product. Okay, this is whereby uh, typically it comes together, you bundle it, what they call it PWP. If you go to the supermarket or you go to some grocery stores, all right, you will be able to see PWP, especially at Watson or Guardian. What is PWP? Is purchase with purchase. All right, some products you sold it, you sell it at the main price for the main product with an addition of some accessory products that you can buy at that time at cheaper prices. If you buy it separately at other time, it will be more expensive. Okay, so you can also set like that. For example, if you want to buy iPad, try to go to Apple website. Yeah, try to buy. I don't ask you to buy. Yeah, try to buy. You try to choose whatever you want to buy, right? So you will choose the size of the iPad and then the storage, okay, how many gig, and then after that you wanted to check out. So when you check out, before you check out, then they will ask you whether you want to add on the casing lah, the adapter lah, the stylus, you know, the pencil, okay, Apple Pencil and so on. All right, so you can actually add to that particular bundle. So that will be the optional product pricing that you can actually add on. But if you buy it separately at different time, not during the same checkout, then it will be different prices. Okay. Next is the captive product pricing. Now, captive, yeah, is actually when you set prices of a product that must be used along with the main product. Okay, captive product pricing is when, let's say, you buy printer, but in order for you to buy printer, you need the toner, right, or the cartridge or the ink, you call it ink printer habis kata. Or if you buy printer, normally they will ask you to buy the ink, okay, or sometimes they call it the toner or the cartridge itself. So without the ink and also the cartridge, you can't use the printer. Okay, so that is when you use the captive product pricing to set the prices of the product that must be used along with the main product. That means you set the price for the ink just now so that you can actually make use it for the printer. Okay, another example here, Amazon made little profit on its Kindle readers and tablets, but makes up the close to cost prices through sales of content of the device. Okay, this is when Amazon used its Kindle reader. You know what is a Kindle reader? This one, the tablet lah. It looks like a tablet, but it's actually a catalog whereby you can actually buy the products in Amazon. Okay. Next, by-product pricing and also product bundle pricing. Now, what is a by-product pricing? It is where you set a price for a by-products in order to make the main products price more competitive. Okay. So the byproducts here is actually, of course, some of the it's not necessary, like ink printer and also the printer, yeah, the one is the one just now, which is the captive product pricing. But here byproduct is actually the you know, just to make the main product more attractive, then you add on some other things. Like if you buy this one alone, the price, one product alone is 1,000 ringgit. But if you add 1,200, you will get the main product plus few other accessories. Okay, so that is a by-product pricing. So you mark up a little bit the price instead of asking people to buy at 1,000 ringgit. So now you say you pay additional 200, then you get 5 accessories. Okay, so that is by-product pricing. And then the product bundle pricing, which combines several products at a reduced price. Okay, this is so easy. If you go to KFC, for example, then you will see the KFC value meals. Is it value meals they call it? Or McDonald's value meal. If you buy the bundle, okay, fries, the drink, and also the burger, it will be cheaper compared to you buy a la carte burger, a la carte what do you call it, drink, and also a la carte fries. So product bundle pricing, you will be actually giving the value to the customer. So that's why many of them will call it as a value pricing, whereby you bundle it together, then it will be cheaper. Or another example is that you buy shampoo separately with the conditioner. The price will be more expensive as compared to you buy the uh, shampoo that is been, what they call it, uh, bundled together with the conditioner. Okay, for example, one shampoo is 10 ringgit, one conditioner is 20 ringgit. But when they product bundle it, okay, when they product bundle it, the shampoo and also conditioner will cost you 18 ringgit. So it will be cheaper to buy both as compared to buy individually. Right? So that is product bundle pricing. Okay, easy, right? Not? Okay, next move on to the third learning objective is to discuss how companies adjust their prices to make into account different types of customers and situations. Now here, there are many strategies, yeah. Okay, table 11.2 shows the strategy or the terms that is being called in marketing and what is it. Okay, this is where you start to do the price adjustment. Can you hear the dog barking? The dog always want to listen me talking, Alright, never mind. Hopefully the owner will actually calm him down. Now, the first strategy that you can do is, of course, discount and allowance pricing. Okay, you know discounts, right? You will always be excited when you heard of the word, oh, there's a discount. Okay, so discount is, of course, reducing prices to reward the customer responses, such as volume purchases, paying early, or promoting the product. When you start to promote the product, okay, or you want them to buy now, or sorry, buy earlier than other people, so paying early. If you pay now, then you get this discount. Okay, so that will be the discount and also allowance pricing. Sometimes they call it allowance pricing. All right, basically making people pay less. Okay, perhaps if they buy more also, more quantity, then you will give them some quantity discount. If you buy one, 10 ringgit. If you buy two, 18 ringgit. If you buy three, 16 ringgit. So you'll be getting cheap. Takkanlah 16 ringgit. Buy two, 18 ringgit. Buy three, perhaps 28 ringgit. Okay, so that will be cheaper to buy three, isn't it? Okay, next is segmented pricing, which you are adjusting the prices to allow for differences in customers, products, or location. Segmented pricing is very much related to different place or different people, same product, different prices. Okay, a very easy example is like students and non-students price. Okay, if me, I want to go to movie, then I will just pay the normal adult price. But if you bring your student card, you can get students price for the ticket for you to watch the movie. Okay, so that is segmented because segment based on occupation, for example, right? Other than that, could be for the typically in Malaysia we have a lot of golden age kind of pricing. So if you reach certain age, let's say 60 years old and above, then you get discount or segmented pricing, they call it. You pay less than the other people. Okay, or if you are a member of a certain club or member of that particular shop. So now this way you can see a lot of what they call shops, right, offer membership because they want to make sure that people buy from them again and they want to appreciate the member. So if you go to EMAT, for example, again, EMAT, they will say, do you have a member? So if you're a member, you have the member price. Okay, if you don't have member, then you will have to pay the non-member prices. So that is segmented pricing. Next is psychological pricing. Psychological pricing, adjusting the prices for psychological effect. How does it happen? It typically happen by using the 99, 89 kind of number. Okay, so if I tell you the price is 10,000, oh, it will be like, wow, it's so expensive. Okay, it's to show that, wow, it's 10,000. All right, but when you see the price 9,999 ringgit 99 cents, although it's just 1 cent to 10,000, but it will psychologically tell you, oh, it's 9,000 something. It's not up to 10,000 anyway, but it is nearly 10,000. If you bundle it out, it will be 10,000 anyway. All right, so psychological pricing plays with the psychology. When people see, oh, okay, buy one free one, so that is when people would psychologically think, oh, okay, wow, that is cheaper. okay, psychologically. Now not many do buy one free one, yeah, they do buy three free two, buy two free one, okay, instead of just buy one free one nowadays. Okay, so there is psychological pricing as well lah. Right, next is the promotional pricing, which temporarily reducing price to spur short run sales. Right, this is typically done together with the discounts or allowance pricing. Okay, next is geographical pricing, where you adjust prices to account for the geographic location of the customers. Geographical pricing is when you can see that the price of certain product at different location are different. Okay, this is because the price is set at that particular location is normally based on the standard cost of living in that particular place. Okay, if you can see a lot of what they call it changes or the differences, yeah, between the prices in West Malaysia and also East Malaysia. Okay, it's always typical like that, right? Now, West Malaysia 9 ringgit, East Malaysia 10 ringgit. Yeah, all right. Next is dynamic pricing, adjusting the prices continually to meet the characteristics and needs of individual customers and situations. Now, dynamic pricing are typically given or set in a service, okay, like a salon or a medical services, like, because you can't really tell how much you will, there will be like some basic prices. Okay, hairstyling, for example, it will be from 20 ringgit up to infinity, I think. All right, so the dynamic prices, all right, or the dynamic pricing will change according to the characteristics and also the needs of individual customers. So if you want it to be like higher, so the higher the hair will be, the more expensive it is. Okay, or different color, for example, so one color perhaps 80 ringgit, but if you want to put multicolors, right, so there will be different prices. So that is what they call the dynamic prices. So basically, when you want to engage into services, yeah, they will tell that I can't really tell you how much is the price or cost of house renovation, okay, price of medical expenses, like doing some surgery, for example. So you can't really tell how much will actually it cost, because there will be some basic, but then you can't tell whether there is a complication or not. If there is a complication in that particular surgery, then there will be more cost incurred. Okay, but if there's nothing happen, hopefully, then there will be different prices. All right, so there is dynamic pricing. Okay, and lastly, the strategy is to use the international pricing, which of course adjusting the price for international markets. So there will be different prices, different in terms of different market internationally, yeah, or even locally, but internationally pricing, which is most theme parks, yeah, in Malaysia, or even the national park in Malaysia. They will say that if you're Malaysian, even you go to Sarawak Cultural Village, right? If you are Sarawakian, you have different price. If you are West Malaysian, you have different price. If you are international tourist, then there will be international price. Okay, so that will be the international pricing which include in this particular strategy, right? Oops, what's this? Okay. Figure 11.2 shows the public policy issues in pricing. Yeah, so some of the issues that happen when you want to set the price. Okay, you can look it from the producer. Okay, remember, producer, you are not the only producer. There could be a producer A, there could be a producer B. Okay, when you talk about predatory pricing is when the producer put a very low prices with the intention, right, to make this producer A out of market, okay, or to kick this producer A so that they can't survive. All right, so that is predatory pricing, right, which is not good actually to be done, but some producers do that, okay, because they want to eliminate the competitors. Okay, so then of course, as you produce, you will sell it to the retailers. Yeah, typically you will sell it to the retailers. Of course, it will also incur whether to use the price fixing or predatory pricing as well, because retailers also want to gain profit and don't want other retailers to sell it. All right, and then there could be some discriminatory before that. Yeah, before we go here, some retail price maintenance. Some could also incur in the way that discriminatory pricing. Okay, Now, retail price maintenance, okay, are being practiced, okay, across channel levels. So does this deceptive pricing. Later I will go to this deceptive pricing. While the discriminatory pricing, which you discriminate, meaning to say, let's say you're producer A, okay, there are retailer 1 and also retailer 2. Because the retailer 1 is very good to you, a good family friend, for example, so you will actually charge or sell to retailer 1 cheaper. You discriminate retailer 2. Okay, so that is what happened. It can happen. Okay, so the retailers now can also feel discriminated lah. Right, retailer can feel discriminated because it's not fair. You sell to other retailer cheaper and then you sell to me expensive. So now if I want to sell to the customer, it will be more expensive. Okay, but retailer 1 can sell at cheaper prices. All right, next is the deceptive pricing. Now, deceptive pricing is actually you misleading the customers. Okay, you are misleading the customers. Basically, you want to try to manipulate customers with your price. Okay, for example, you advertise that this particular product is as low as 10 ringgit, for example. Okay, you can get this one unit of iPhone, for example, for 10 ringgit. Of course, it's hard to believe, isn't it? But yes, we do sell that at 10 ringgit. But, so there is a but there. There is a catch there. So that is deceptive pricing. Okay, so in order for you to get the iPhone at 10 ringgit, you have to spend 5,000 on the product that you sell first. Okay, then you can get the iPhone at 10 ringgit. Okay, so that could be a deceptive pricing, and it is done. All right, not many people do it, but there are, yes, some people do that. Or you can say that store-wide 50% discount. But actually, when people go and see which one is 50%, it's not really store-wide, but it's only at this particular aisles only, one corner, or one particular box, okay, where you can get everything there is actually 50%. The day I went to GNC, you know GNC, right? Selling all the supplements and so on. So they have this advertisement saying that buy one free one. So yeah, you know, you get excited to see what are the things that are buy one free one. So when you ask which one there is actually buy one free one, so then she showed me that, oh, okay, actually buy one free one is only for this certain product. There are only, I think, 5 items that she showed me. Okay, the others are not actually buy one free one. Right, so this could be some deceptive pricing. You set or you tell the customers this is the price, but in actual, or when people wanted to purchase it, it won't be that price. Okay, so that is deceptive pricing. Okay, so these are actually some public issues concerning to the price lah, because people get confused. Okay, people feel misled, right? And then you feel that, why you want to lie to me? Just tell me how much is the price, isn't it? Don't tell me something that is different, right? Next, discount allowance. Okay, like I told you just now, this is just some explanation of it lah. Okay, discount allowance, segmented pricing. You can see other example. Okay, what could be other segment? Customer, product, location, or also time-based pricing. Time is when for the first 10 100, for the first 100 people, you can get this price. After that, normal price. Okay, so there is segmented pricing as well. That is based on this time-based pricing. Okay, and then you have the other segmented pricing. To be effective, you must make sure that the market must be segmentable lah, right? And the segment must show different degrees of demand. Cost of segmenting cannot exceed the extra revenue, and also it must be legal lah to do that. Okay, you cannot say that, okay, I want to segment this market because she's my best friend, so I sell it cheaper. That is not fair, right? Psychological, I told you, consider when you play with the psychology. Okay, and there is also this reference prices, which are the prices that buyers carries in their mind and refer to when they look at a given product. Okay, so reference prices is actually what they call it, something that you will always put in your mind, you will always remember. So that's why it will actually reflects to this psychological pricing. Okay, if the reference price is more expensive from the current one, then you typically will buy. But if reference price is actually cheaper than the price, okay, currently, then you will think that, oh, I will not buy now. Okay, because previously I remember last time when I bought it, it would be different price. Okay, So next one is the promotional pricing, which is characterized by temporarily pricing product below the list price, okay, and sometimes even below the cost to increase the short run sales. Okay, this could include the special event pricing. I'm sure you done your shopping at Shopee Toff birthday sale, isn't it? Okay, so you can get the product at 12 cents, all right, just 12 cents, free shipping. That is promotional pricing. Okay, limited time offer, yes, it's only at 12/12. That means on 12th of December, then you can get that offer. Okay, and you can also get cash rebates. Okay, like 10% cash. They don't give you cash. In Shopee, they give you coins, right? So 50%. Okay, during the 12/12 sale, they have this 50% cashback rebates, but of course they kept it at 3,000 coins, I think. All right, so other than that, you can also offer low interest financing, extended warranties, and also the free maintenance. Okay, like for example, when you to ask people to buy car, okay, today is only today you can get the car at this price and low interest financing with extended warranty and free maintenance for 5 years, for example. Okay, so that is promotional pricing. Okay, the geographical pricing is used for customers in different part of the country or of the world. Okay, the FOB origin pricing, the uniform delivery pricing, zone pricing, basing point pricing, or can be also the freight absorbing pricing. Do you know what is FOB? FOB is the free on-board origin pricing, yeah, because it is sold in that particular country of origin. You are the one who produce it, so when you produce it, it will be cheaper here in Malaysia. But if you buy exported product of Malaysian product somewhere else, it will be different prices lah. Okay. Zoning, I think, is because of the zone lah. Okay, basing point. So there are certain point, like normally delivery services. Yeah, if you buy Grab Food or Food Panda, right? You try to go and see. There are certain point whereby the price of delivery more expensive. Okay, in certain radius kilometers or so on. Right? Freight absorption pricing, meaning they absorb the cost of transportation. Okay, sometimes you see free delivery if you order minimum 30 ringgit. Okay, so that is actually whereby the cost of delivering to you has already been absorbed to the price of the total products that you have bought. Right? See, this is what it means: free on board, uniform, okay, zoning pricing and base point pricing, okay, and lastly the freight absorb. Right? Okay. Other than that, oops, tiba-tiba jadi muka dia pula. No, wait. Dynamic pricing, like I told you just now, involve prices continually to meet, adjusting the price continually to meet the characteristics. Alright, so it will be different until you have the finished goods, okay, finished products, then you can actually set what will be the price. So this is international pricing. Of course, if you buy LV in Paris, it will be cheaper lah, okay, compared to buying in Malaysia. Next, learning objective number 4, to discuss the key issues related to initiating and responding to the price changes. Okay, you need to know that, yes, price changes incur when we look at the initiating price. Okay, price cuts occur due to excessive capacity or increase in market share. If you set a price, okay, and then you start to reduce the price from the initial one, because normally you have oversupply lah, okay, because of oversupply. And then now, sorry, there was a phone call just now. So where were we? I think we are in the price increase right now. Why price increase? Okay, normally because of inflation, right? Because of increase in demand, because there's too much demand, right? So supply is not that much. Typically things that are limited, right? Limited edition kind of thing, you know, they are expensive, right? Because there are increase in demand, but supply is not that much. Okay, so does this lack of supply, all right? Especially things that you cannot produce, like gold, for example. Why gold is getting more expensive? Because you can't simply produce gold. You need to dig and find the goal, isn't it? All right. So but petroleum as well, because of lack of supply, because of the scarcity, okay, scarcity of things. um like for example, why do you think the pakumbu, right? Those pakumbu clothes are so expensive because not many people know how to make it. All right, so that is also why things like that are very expensive. Okay. Now these are some of the buyers' reaction. Yeah, when you can see or you yourself do experience this. Yeah, when price increase, you will think the product is hot, all right, or the company is so greedy. Okay, like iPhone 12 for example. Why is it so expensive? Or why the price is so high? Because it's a hot thing, all right, and you don't see companies greedy lah. But then sometimes when you see you go to supermarket for example, especially things that are convenience product, yeah, convenience product, if you see things that are very expensive, you will typically will say that that particular toke is so greedy, wanted to earn a lot of money, right, by putting very high prices. Okay, while if there is a price cut, how will customers or the buyers will react? I think the sound or the bark of the barking of the dog getting louder as I also increase my voice. Okay, anyway, when the price is being cut, right, they reduce the price. The customer will normally think that there will be new models coming on soon, right? Or some of the buyers also might think that the product is actually not selling well. That's why they, give some discount so that you just can sell off some of the products. Okay, or there must be something to do with the quality that is deteriorating. Okay, decrease in quality, or things are getting not up to that expectation, so people might think that, oh, because it's not nice or because it's not that good, that's why the price can be reduced, right? So these are just reaction of the buyers, are not necessarily true. Okay, now you can also see that your competitors, right, if you are the seller, your competitors also can react to some of the price changes that you do. Okay, or you yourself see that, hey, why suddenly your competitors reduce the price? Okay, you might wonder why they change or they reduce or they increase the price, right? Or is the price cut permanent or is it temporary? Okay, because whatever price that your competitors is set, right, it could also affect how you actually wanted to put your price. Because if they keep on putting lower prices, then people might want to go for cheaper option, right or not? Okay, and what about you? Now what should you do, right? So you may want to know whether they put it temporarily, or is it just over the weekend, or is it over a short period of time, right? Is it the company trying to grab more market share, or is it the company doing poorly and trying to increase their sale? Okay, that could be another situation that you might think of. Or is it a signal to decrease industry prices so that you can actually stimulate demand, right? So this is when you actually need to, not to say make your competitors your enemy, but make it your friend. Okay, keep your enemy close to you so that you know what is actually going on with them, right or not? Okay, next one. Okay, you will see here figure 11.1, the responding to competitors prices changes. Okay, so what can you do? Has competitor cut the price? If yes, will lower price negatively affect our own market share and profit? If yes, what can we do to effectively counter attack, or what can we do? What will be the action? Okay, if there is an action that can be done, then you can either reduce the price, raise some perceived value, improve your quality and increase the price, or you launch some low price fighter brand kind of thing, like what iPhone is doing with their iPhone SE. iPhone SE is all this lower price kind of fighter brand to compete with the lower prices smartphone, so that they can also get iOS, they can also get iPhone, but at cheaper prices. So that is when they launch their iPhone SE. Okay, now what about if the answer is no? Has the competitor cut the price? No, then okay lah, you hold the current price, continue to monitor their competitor's price over a period of time. Okay, now if let's say the competitor just now cut the price, and then will it negatively affect your market share? If no, then yeah, by all means, you don't have to do anything but just to monitor, okay, the prices. And if there's nothing they can do, okay, because they already lower the price, but then you can't do anything, okay, cannot do anything, then just hold the price, right? Continue to monitor the competitors' price. So this is what the figure 11.1 can tell you on the strategy of the price changes by your competitors. Okay, so what could be some of the effective action responses that can be done the moment you see there is a price changes? Okay, so first you can actually reduce price to match that particular competition, or you can maintain the price but you raise the perceived value through some communication by doing some advertisement. Okay, by telling that, although you don't tell directly that, oh, our product is this price expensive because we are so good, you know, our quality is bad. No, you don't say that. You just emphasize on some of the perceived value that customer will actually get, okay, from the premium prices that they need to pay, right? Or you can, yes, improve the quality itself so that you can actually increase your price. Or like I told you just now, iPhone did that iPhone SE just to launch their lower price fighting brand, okay, so that still people who can't afford to buy the expensive one still can buy iPhone as well, but at a lower prices. Okay, now we have reached the final learning objective for this video and this chapter, which is the overview of the social and legal issues that affect the pricing decision. Okay, in this particular figure 11.2, you will be able to see the public policy issues. Yeah, again, when you talk about this, like I told you just now on how the, what they call it, producers sell on the predatory pricing, you know, discriminatory pricing and so on. So this always happen. All right, this always happen. So within the channels, all right, there is a price fixing, which legislation requires sellers to set price without talking to competitors. This is typically done because government have set, okay, related to the rules and regulation. This is the ceiling price, or this is a fixed price that you need to sell. For example, the agricultural products, yeah. So agricultural products normally are being fixed. Okay, the price are fixed. You cannot sell more than that. You cannot sell less than that. It is always fixed, right? Or the predatory pricing, whereby the legislation prohibits. Okay, this is what they do. They make sure that there is no selling below cost. Okay, with the intention to punish a competitor or gain higher long-term profit, so that you can actually kick out the competitor from the industry. So many countries ban this predatory pricing, yeah, right? They ban it, meaning to say it's illegal to do predatory pricing, right? There is also this, what they call in US, the Robinson-Patman Act prevents the unfair price discrimination by ensuring that the seller offers same price terms to customers at a given level of trade, right? So this one is getting more and more what they call it on demand, and also being the concern of a lot of public in US, whereby if you realize that there are many taglines says that fair trade policy. Okay, they call it the fair trade policy or fair trading. Okay, fair trading. This happens because typically, like in Malaysia, like what happens is that the fishermen, yeah, for example, the fishermen, they go fishing, right? They go and catch all the fish, and then the fishermen sell to the fishmonger. Fishmonger is the middleman, lah, right? The wholesaler of the fish. Fishermen sell each fish, perhaps let's say 1 kilo is only 4 ringgit. But when fishmonger or the fish intermediaries, yeah, they sell to the restaurant or even to the customers and users, yeah, they sell at from 4 ringgit per kg by the fisherman to him or her, the fishmonger. Now the fishmonger sell to a big restaurant, okay, big restaurant, or because it's a big restaurant, so I will sell it at 10 ringgit per kg. So it will be 10 ringgit per kg. The fishmonger easily gets 6 ringgit per kg from the fisherman. Is it fair for the fisherman? Fishermen only earn 4 ringgit. You know, you have to go to the sea, you know, you have to battle the wave and so on, the weather and everything. But then in the end, you get 4 ringgit per kg. And then the fishmonger, out of just thin air like that, can simply get 6 ringgit. Oh no. Yeah, lah, mark up 6 ringgit more than how much is the price that they buy from the fisherman. And they sell to the restaurant. And restaurant, when they want to sell it to the customer who dine in into that particular restaurant, the price of the fish now for a plate, one plate, is already 80 ringgit. So that is unfair. Alright, that is unfair. That is what Robinson Petmac Act is being done, so that the fair price discrimination, to ensure that the seller offers same price terms to customer at any level of trade. That means, is it from the producer to the wholesaler, or is it the wholesaler to the retailer, or is it from retailer to the customer? Alright. And then when you talk about price discrimination just now, it is allowed if the seller can prove that costs differ when selling to different retailers. That means you are allowed to say, okay, if retailer 1, I sell expensive because they are far, so I need to send, my logistic is expensive, okay? Or there's no land, I need to charter no land, no road, I need to charter a boat, for example, or an aeroplane just to sell it there. So it could be expensive because the cost. Okay, and it can also be done if the manufacturers different qualities of the same product for different retailers. Okay, they say it's the same product, like a pencil, for example. Some pencil, the quality is grade AAA, for example. The manufacturer produced for this particular retailer, therefore the price is very expensive. It could be the same pencil, but to the different retailer, where that particular retailer says, I don't want AAA kind of quality, just give me 1A kind of quality. Okay, so that could be cheaper that they can buy from the manufacturer, right? And when you talk about retail or the resale price maintenance, it is when a manufacturer requires a dealer to charge a specific retail price for its product, which is prohibited by law. This is not allowed. Okay, that means the manufacturer will already set, I want you to sell my product at 10 ringgit, for example. Regardless of whether you earn money or you earn your cost, you cover your costs or not, it must be sold at 10 ringgit to the end customer. Alright, so there is not prohibited lah. Alright, not prohibited, it is prohibited. Alright, not allowed by law. Deceptive, like I told you just now, it is where you mislead the consumers, okay, are not actually make it actually available to the consumer. Okay, sometimes it is like bogus reference or comparison prices, or scanner fraud and price confusion. Or there are also sometimes like when you sell things right at very cheaper price, you mislead customer like, okay, the price is only 1 ringgit, okay, but when customer come, then they will say, oh, okay, actually it's already sold out, but in fact you didn't actually sell things at 1 ringgit anyway. Okay, deceptive pricing is just like lying lah. All right, totally lying to the customer about the price of the product. Okay, so with that we have finished covering chapter 7, right? Okay, so I hope you are able to understand everything, and if you don't, please ask me in our Telegram chat. All right, thank you guys, bye.